So 7th graders, when we're talking about percents, we know that the percent is the percent number over 100. We also know that the part divided by the whole number times 100 equals a percent. And this portion right here, this expression or this equation is one that you've been using all this time to figure out your grades, to figure out your scores. When you do the part, or whatever you got correct, the number of points you got correct, divided by the number of points possible, the total, times 100, you get percent, okay? There's another equation that you're going to learn today, and it's this equation. The part is equal to the percentage times the whole number. Now, this percentage that's given has to be written as a decimal, or you have to find the decimal form of the percent number. So if you have the percent, or the number written as a percent, how do you convert that to a decimal? How do you convert a percent to a decimal?
Percent divided by 100.
Divided by 100. And how do you divide by 100 without a calculator? Move the decimal place
Two
places to the
left.
Yep. 2 places to the left. So if we're working with a question like this, what is 40% of 70? Using this equation, we can convert 40% to 0.4 and then multiply it by the whole number, 70. Okay? Don't be disruptive. Just sit down. I didn't say you were disruptive. I'm just saying take your seat quietly. Don't be disruptive. All right. Now, if we take 0.4 times 70, we will have the part in our equation. All right? So, the procedure, change the percent to a decimal, multiply the decimal form times the whole number. And what you get out of that is the part. You're finding the part. Okay? Now, one of the applications of this is commission. Find commission. And that's one of the questions, I think. It's one of the questions in your book, but it's a term that I want you to learn. Commission, some people are paid based on commission. People in sales are oftentimes paid a percentage of whatever sale they made for their company. Realtors and people that work in real estate, selling real estate, are often paid in commission. And so if they sell a house that's worth $300,000, they might make like 3.5% commission on that sale. Okay? So how would you find out how much commission they would make on that sale? If they got 3.5% of $300,000, what would their commission be? How do you find that based on our procedure?
Wait, what?
Daria? You have
I have a question. Can't you grow up and be a commissioner? Isn't that the thing?
a commissioner is actually somebody who generally works like as a civil engineer or works in city government. A county commissioner or city commissioner. That's something a little bit different. All right? This is talking about commission as an amount of money, a percentage that's paid to the person who did the work, to the seller, for making that sale. Okay? And it's finding a percent. Did you find this, Roy? Did everyone do this example? Do this example right now. Okay, Brett, give everybody a chance now.
I'm not saying the answer.
Abby, do you have this? Are you paying attention? Okay, so can you find 3.5% of the sale? Okay, go ahead and do that.
It's a question.
You have a question, Brett?
Would you, so how to get that answer, what did you do, 300, thousand divided by 3.5?
So what is 3.5% written as a decimal? Bryce?
Wouldn't it be 0.035?
Yes. 0.035. That's how you change the percent to a decimal. Now, do step 2.
Multiply the decimal.
Abby, do you have it now?
I got it.
Okay.
100, No, not
How much is it?
Decimals.
Let me know when you have it.
Ooh, I got it.
Abby, how much is it? All right.
Roy, did you see the
Do you have a calculator? Jeremiah, do you have it? Why not? You get that we just changed the percent, 3.5% to a decimal. What was the decimal that I gave you? Actually, Bryce gave it to you. Yep. What was the 3.5% as a decimal? Stop talking, please. When you are changing it to a decimal, you move the decimal place 2 places to the left. You're dividing it by 100. Remember, to change a decimal to a percent, you multiply by 100. So to undo that, you divide it by 100. So what is the decimal? And then Abby's going to give us the answer. If we move the decimal to the left 2 places, what is the decimal of 3.5%? 0. This is where the decimal point would be. Stop talking, you guys. Every minute I have to ask you to stop talking and listen. It was a bunch of people back there, and it's like the 5th warning I've given you. So it's 5 strikes and you get that, all right? Stop talking. I'm trying to teach. I'm trying to teach you guys this. Stop talking and listen. You haven't been called on. Okay, Jeremiah, the decimal. Good. Multiply that number. In step 2 it says multiply that number times the whole. What is the whole? 300,000. What is the commission then, Abby? 105,000. The whole times 0.035. Try it again. $10,500. Yep. $10,500 for making that sale. Okay. That's a pretty good job. That's something that any of you could do if you wanted to when you get older. Let's go to your assignment. We'll do a couple of these before you have to leave. So, number 1, we're going to use the equation part equals the percent times the whole. So everybody write that at the top, that the part is equal to the percent times the whole. Remember, the percent has to be written first as a decimal. So we change the percent to a decimal, and then multiply it times the whole. Number 1, what percent of 25 is 17? So, 17 is the part, equals
No.
the percent times 25. Okay? Yep.
425.
425.
17 times 25.
Oh, no, the percent, it says what percent. So in this case, we have to find the part, the percent. We're finding this number right here, okay? Now, if it's written this way, you can use a proportion to solve it by doing 17, the part over the whole, 25, is equal to n over 100, and solve it that way as well. This is the equation, and then this is a way that you can find the answer. Okay? Let's see. These are. Let's skip to number 5. We'll come back to these tomorrow because these are written in a different order. Let's just practice finding the percent using the decimal form, following our procedure. So, in number 5, write down number 5. Find 45% of 60. So we're finding the part, n equals 45% times the whole, 60. Then change the percent to a decimal. What is 45% as a decimal? Brett? 0.45 times 60.
27.
27?
Yeah,
Is that correct?
27.
So, for your assignment, I need to see both of these parts. Both the equation, wait a second, both the equation, this equation up here, with the numbers in it, and then the answer. Okay?
If I just,
Make sure that you write both.
if I just
So,
type this,
your assignment, do 5 through, let's see, do 5 through 8, and then I want you to try 15, and, well, let's try a couple of these where you're finding the whole also. So let's do 5 through 10 and 15, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 15. Sorry.
if I just go, if I hit 45, 50% times 60, it just works out. It doesn't, number 7. I don't have to
It's changing it to a decimal for you, okay?
Yeah.